Hello friends, myself Mohit and I am going to dictate you Steno legal matter. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more dictations. So be ready for the dictation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
As a result of this comparison, it can be said that certain premises, viz. Building or parts of buildings lying within the limits of the New Delhi Municipal Committee and the Delhi Board and in urban areas within the limits of the Municipal Corporation of Delhi, which belong to or are taken on lease by any of the companies or statutory bodies mentioned in clauses 2 and 3 of section 2 of the Public Premises Act and which are in occupation of a person who obtained possession of the said premises as a tenant and whose tenancy has expired or has been terminated but who is continuing in occupation of the same would ex facie fall within the purview of both the enactments. Stop. The question which, therefore, arises is whether the occupant of such premises can seek the protection available under the provisions of Rent Control Act and he can be evicted from the premises only in accordance with the said provisions and proceedings for eviction of such a person cannot be initiated under the provisions of the Public Premises Act. Stop. He and other learned counsel representing the petitioners have urged that the Rent Control Act is a self-contained code providing for regulating the relationship of landlords and tenants and it makes comprehensive provisions with regard to control of rents as well as eviction of tenants and that the provision of the Rent Control Act, being special in nature insofar as leasehold properties in Delhi are concerned, would prevail over the provisions of the Public Premises Act which are in the nature of general provisions relating to eviction of unauthorized occupants from government premises in the whole country. Stop. In support of this submission, the learned counsel for the petitioners have placed reliance on sections 22 and 54 and the non-obstant clause contained in section 14 of the Rent Control Act. Stop. It has also been urged by the learned counsel for the petitioners that the Public Premises Act does not contain any machinery for the termination of the tenancy and that in view of the decision of this court in the jural relationship of landlord and tenant can come to an end only on the passing of an order of eviction by a competent court in according with the provisions of the Rent Control Act and that in the absence of an order of eviction under the provisions of the Rent Control Act, no proceedings can be initiated against a person who came into occupation of the premises as a tenant. Stop.